On this episode of China Uncensored, is it really a lie if you're just not telling the truth? Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. You know, it's a bad sign when the guy in charge of your country's statistics gets arrested for corruption, especially when one of the last things he says in public is this.
We should say that we are full of confidence for the growth and operation of China's stock markets.
That's funny, because on Tuesday, Chinese stocks fell to their lowest level in 13 months. Anyways, that was Wang Baoan, the, I guess now, former head of China's National Bureau of Statistics. He was arrested just hours after giving that speech. Ooh, talk about a tough crowd. Oops, did I say arrested? Because that's not what happens in the Communist Party. You get put under investigation. In Wang's case, for severe disciplinary violations. If you're not familiar with this type of Communist Party newspeak, under investigation is what they usually say about officials being taken down in Xi Jinping's so-called anti-corruption campaign. That's another newspeak phrase that means you may have done something corrupt, but you're actually being taken down for, most likely, political reasons. So far, tens of thousands of Communist Party members have been put under investigation. This kind of political takedown happens a lot in China, and it's not very transparent because the Communist Party is not actually a legal entity in China. It's an extra-legal entity. Not extra in a good way like getting that server at Chipotle who gives you extra guacamole. Extra-legal like it exists outside the law. So if a member of the Communist Party does something wrong, it's up to his communist comrades, not the court system, to find the best way to reform him. This usually involves getting sacked, put in detention with no lawyer or judicial oversight, followed by show trial. And of course, the worst punishment, denying the technically unaccused of their black hair dye. Now, so far there haven't been any specific charges leveled against Wang. In fact, it's not even clear whether the investigation is related to his role as head of the National Bureau of Statistics, because before that, he was China's Vice Minister of Finance. But the fact that Wang's most recent role is the guy in charge of reporting China's GDP figures, well, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, that's what everyone else in the world is thinking. It's a bit sensitive. And that's a problem because people already think China makes up its economic data. Officially, China's GDP is growing at 6.9%, the slowest pace in 25 years. But a lot of experts think it's actually much lower, despite what Wang claimed last week. You know, before he got put under investigation. But you gotta feel sorry for Wang. He had a tough job. Give the Communist Party frank, steely assessments of China's actual economic strengths and weaknesses, and then tell the public everything's fine. Of course, I suppose he didn't have to take the job. Anyway, what do you think that the arrest, or investigation of Wang says about China's economy? Make up your wildest guess, since we really have no way of knowing. Leave your comments below and subscribe for more episodes of China Uncensored. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time. Some cooks believe adding ground poppy powder can get customers hooked on their food. Cooks? More like crooks. I mean, can you imagine adding a potent narcotic just to sell your product? I understand now that I have endangered the security of the Chinese government, and I have hurt the feelings of the Chinese people.